Hi there, welcome to Two Birds. I'm Fiona, and today's class is a 60-minute flowing Vinyasa flow class that emphasizes movement, rhythm, and breathing. And the class features lots of circular and undulating movements for your whole body. It is really gentle on your joints, features very few push-ups, and there's no long holds in the postures. So it's great if you feel like you need to just focus your mind away from your regular preoccupations and just move and breathe. I hope you enjoy. Thanks for joining. Namaste. And begin your practice laying down on your back. Take your knees out wide to the side and bring the soles of your feet together in Reclined bound angle pose. And checking in with the line of your spine, making sure it feels straight up and down, crown of the head over the pelvis. And rest your hands by your side, on your body or overhead. Gently close the eyes. And settle in. And as you move your body towards stillness, allow the inner thighs to soften. Letting go of any gripping in your buttocks and the outer seams of your legs. Invite your belly to rise and fall with your breath. And as you breathe out, allow yourself to relax into the support of the mat. And with your eyes closed, settle your gaze to the space in between your eyebrows and in toward the center of your head. And begin to observe your breath flowing in and out. Calm, steady, and relaxed in your body. And then very gradually, deliberately start to breathe deeper. Match the length of your in-breath with your out-breath, creating a smooth, steady rhythm to your breath. And begin to breathe an Ujjayi breath, gently contracting the muscles at the back of your throat, siphoning the air in and out, so you sense an audible sound to your breath, warming and soothing. And take 2 more smooth breaths in and out. As you breathe out, just roll the knees in toward each other and then in toward your chest. Take your arms and hug the knees, pressing the low back spine, sides of the waist into the mat as you gently rock side to side. Keep your head resting back. And then taking your hands to the top of your knees, press your knees away from your torso so they balance over your hips. And then simply circle the knees away from one another. And just keep moving in this direction. And then circle back the other way. And as you come back to center, keep your right knee hugging in, send your left leg out. Left leg straight and hovering right above the mat. Just pause, upper back relaxed. And then switch sides, draw your left knee in, right leg out straight. Let your right leg hover. Pause and breathe. And then begin to bike the legs, one movement, one breath, alternating side to side. Moving at a pace that feels comfortable for you, in time with your breath. So there's a rhythm in your movement, a steadiness to your breath. And then next time you catch your right knee in, hold it in, rest your left heel down. Take your arms out wide to the side, palms face down so your arms are in a T. And we're just going to circle through your hip. Taking your right knee over to the left, straighten the leg and take a big long circle. Rebend the knee as you come back up. Twice more in this direction. Try and relax your buttocks as you circle. And as you come back up, take a reclined tree pose, right foot to the floor, and then let your right knee fall out to the side. As you breathe in, send the arms overhead, reach out through your whole body. And as you breathe out, move into a reclined twist, taking your right knee over to the left side, any amount. Left hand can support the top of the right knee. And gaze can fall over the right shoulder toward the fingertips, or just keep your head nice and neutral as you start your practice. One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, roll back onto your back, both knees in toward your chest. Keep your left knee in. Extend your right leg out straight, let your heel rest. Arms out to the side, palms face down. And circle your left hip now. Left knee over to the right, big circle, straightening out through the leg, re-bending as you come back up. You can move quite slow here or a little bit faster. Just making sure you're staying very relaxed in your upper body. You've got light abdominal engagement to help support your back as you move. Moving into a reclined tree now. Left knee falls out to the side. Right arm, left arm overhead, reach away. Let your spine arch. And then as you feel yourself breathe out, move into a twist, taking the left knee over to the right side. And perhaps sending the gaze out to your left. Right hand can sit on the top of the left knee here. And try not to pull yourself around, just allow your twist to feel comfortable in your body so you're at ease, your breath is steady. One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, roll back onto your back, cross your legs here and catch a hold of your feet. With a little bit of momentum, roll back through your spine and then roll all the way up to cross legs, sitting upright, and we'll start to flow. Fingertips down by your side, reach the arms overhead as you breathe in. Right hand to your left knee, left fingertips behind, breathe out. Deep breath in here in your twist. Exhale to revolve. Keep your right hand where it is, send the left arm up and overhead. You can send the gaze down to your right knee. And as you breathe in, lift the left hand up and then place it down next to your left hip. Send your right arm up and over for a lateral side stretch. Ease off as you breathe in. Tip a little deeper as you breathe out. Bring your torso upright, breathe in. Exhale, fingertips down by your side. Second side, arms overhead, breathe in. Twist here, left hand to your right knee, right fingertips behind. Stay upright through your spine, breathe in, wide into the ribs, and exhale to twist. And keep your left hand where it is, send the right arm up and overhead, and turn the gaze down to your left knee. And then as you breathe in, come up, right hand down next to your right hip, slide it away, send the left arm up and overhead, just flowing with your breath. Deep breath in, tip a little deeper, breathe out. Come all the way upright, hands by your side, and then extend both legs out straight. Keep your feet hip distance apart. And then with your hands positioned by your hips, either fingertips or palms flat, just start to circle the feet away from one another. Stretching out through the toes, the arches of your feet, your heel, your ankles, and circle back the other way. And coming back to center. Cross your legs now, walk over your legs and make your way into child's pose at the back of your mat. Knees come a little wider than your hips, big toes to touch. And extend your arms forward, hands shoulder width apart, spreading all your fingers. Take a long reach out through your arms and feel your buttocks sit back toward your heels. Elongating your spine, breathing into the back of the lungs. Keep your breath steady, even in cadence. And we'll continue to flow up onto all fours as you breathe in. And we're just going to circle through the hips, lean out to one side, circle over the heels and back. So you're leaning out into the rib cage, leaning out into your hips. Allowing your head just to follow the line of your spine so the movement feels comfortable, easeful. Circle back the other way. And circle all the way back to center. Keep the knees down here. Send your heart forward through your arms and slowly lower all the way to the floor. When you arrive, take your fingertips off the edges of the mat. Pop up onto the fingertips, point the elbows up, and gently peel up for Cobra Pose, just bringing the ribs forward. And as you exhale, peel down. We've got two more just like that. So you're just moving up in your comfortable range of motion, keeping the legs engaged, tops of the feet pressing into the mat. And breathing in, lifting your heart. Breathing out, peeling all the way down. Plant your hands by the side of your ribs, push back up and back, child's pose, buttocks to the heels. Keep your arms extending forward, let your little fingers find the edges of the mat. And pause and rest here anytime you need to do less, anytime during the class. It's your rest pose, your practice. Take a deep breath in, gaze forward between your hands, and as you breathe out, up onto all fours, tuck your toes, lift your seat up and back for downward facing dog. And keep that rhythm, that movement to your body, pedaling out through the heels, perhaps swaying the hips. Letting your head dangle right at the end of your spine. Conscious that your breath is steady and smooth. And then just very gently settle into stillness. Find that optimal distance between the hands and the feet. Feeling of length through the sides of your waist, your spine and the backs of the legs. Be still, breathe deep. And one more full cycle of breath. As you breathe out, bend the knees, gaze forward, and lightly walk yourself forward to the top edge of the mat. Bring your toes together. When you arrive, slide the hands up to the shins, straight legs, flat back, look forward. And as you breathe out, forward fold, deep bend in the knees as you fold, let go. Rise slowly to stand, sweep the arms overhead, send your gaze up to the tip of the thumbs, and as you exhale, draw your hands to your heart center. From here, step your right foot out to the side. Sweep the arms up overhead, taking your right hand to your left wrist. Take a deep breath in here, really stretch up tall through your body. And as you breathe out, side bend to your right, toward your extended leg. Try and keep your belly button pointing out, chest open, head and neck in a comfortable position. As you breathe in, come back to center. And now step your right foot back behind you. Land the whole sole of the foot down. Bend your left knee. Take your left forearm to your left knee. Just rest it down. Send now your right arm up and overhead. Reach out through the right side waist. Breathe into the right side rib cage. And as you breathe in, move back to center, arms up overhead. And now balance on your left foot, raise the right knee, point the knee forward, and then cross your right leg in front of your left leg so your legs are crossed. Sweep your arms behind your back, interlace your fingers, and take a deep breath in, lift and open your chest. And as you exhale, forward fold any amount over your crossed legs, letting your arms float away from your back. Let your head drop. Let your shoulder heads lift up away from the mat so you feel your shoulder blades slide up your back. Releasing your arms, firm the belly, come all the way up and uncross the legs. Stand with your toes together. Step your left foot out to the left side and sweep your arms overhead. Breathe in. Take your left hand to your right wrist now and take a side bend to your left. Pause here, breathe deep. As you breathe in, come back to center and now step your left foot back behind you. Land the whole sole of your foot, bend your right knee, take your right forearm to your right knee and your left arm up and over to your right. Side bend to your right. And as you breathe in, come back to center, arms reach overhead. Now balance on your right foot. Raise the left knee, point the left knee forward. And cross your left leg in front of your right leg. Sweep your arms behind the back. Stay upright here. Take a deep breath in. Interlaced fingers. And exhale, forward fold. Let your arms float away from your back, any amount. Push equally down through both feet. Breathe deep. And gently release your arms. Take your arms up overhead, uncross your legs. And as you exhale, rest your hands to your heart center. We'll keep it flowing. Take a deep breath in. Send your arms overhead, your gaze up to the tip of your thumbs. Exhale, dive forward over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, looking forward. And as you exhale, low lunge, right foot stepping back. Keep your fingers on the floor here, right knee to the floor. Keep your back toes tucked and your fingertips down. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, stay here. Another deep breath in. Exhale, lunge the hips forward. One more deep breath in. Raise the back knee. And as you breathe out, walk over to your right foot, straighten the left leg. So here in Skandasana or crab pose, you could be a little bit more elevated with your hips a little higher, the whole sole of your left foot on the floor. If you're a little bit more flexible, you can turn your left toes up toward the ceiling and flex your right knee even more, so you're a little lower. Deep breath in here. Exhale, turn and face your front foot. Keep your right hand down next to the left foot. Raise the left hand up for a runner's lunge twist. Circle the left arm back, forward, and raise the left arm again. Circle the left arm back, forward, and up. This time as you circle back and you come back down, land your left hand on the inside of your left foot. Both hands on the inside now, left knee hugging your left upper arm, and just circle your hips here. We're in lizard now, and this is a lovely hip opener. I'm just putting a little bit of movement into the posture to help restore range of motion in the hips and find your own fluidity and agility in the hips. And coming back to center, reframe your front foot. And we're going to lightly step forward to the top edge of the mat. Your toes come together. Take a halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale to fold. Rise to stand on your breath in. Hands to your heart on your breath out. Stay with your breath. Arms overhead. Breathe in. Second side. Exhale. Swan dive forward over your legs. Inhale. Ardha Uttanasana. And as you exhale, fingertips down, lunge your left foot back, left knee to the floor. Keep your fingers down, breathe in, send your heart forward. Breathe out, lunge your hips down. Deep breath in, slow breath out. One more breath in, raise the back knee. And then go ahead, walk around to your back foot, straighten out through your front leg. Pause for a couple of breaths. Support yourself with your fingers there. Keep your chest bright and open. Skandasana, crab pose. And then walk around to your front foot. Keep your left hand down. Raise the right arm up. Circle your right arm back, down, forward, and back up to the sky. One more big circle like that. And this time as you circle back and down, take your right hand to the inside of your right foot. 4 lizard circles. Hug your right knee to your upper right arm so you feel secure, and just gently circle the hips any direction. And keep breathing, keep your breath steady. The movement soft and gentle in your body. Roll it back the other way. And come back to center. From here we'll take 3 half flows. Reframe your front foot. Step quietly back to downward facing dog. As you breathe in, ripple forward to a high push-up. As you breathe out, soften your knees to a hover. Send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. And keep flowing with your breath. Forward to plank. Roll back, downward facing dog. Ripple forward, plank pose. Roll back, downward facing dog. Pause. 5 deep breaths. And one more deep breath in, gaze forward. End of your exhale, bend the knees, step lightly forward to the top edge of your mat. Bring your toes together, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale and fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Rise to stand, straight legs, sweep your arms overhead. And as you exhale, rest your hands to your heart center. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward, emptying your lungs. Take a halfway lift, breathe in. Lunge your right leg back to low lunge, right knee to the floor. Deep breath in, send your heart forward. Slow breath out, pause here. Then walk your hands to the top of your left thigh and just rest your hands there for a moment. Feel upright through your spine, supported by your abdominals. Keep your left hand on your thigh, reach your right arm out to the side, up toward the ceiling, and then overhead toward your left. Side bending. Breathe deeply in and out through the right side of your body. Then reach the right arm straight up and take your right hand to the inside of your left foot. Keep your left hand where it is on top of your thigh. And then from here, you're going to raise the left heel and then land the left heel, raise the right leg. Right knee down, left heel up. Left heel down, right knee up. And alternate. So you're just stretching into the front toes, stretching into your hip flexors on the right side. And one more round there. And keeping your back knee down, sole of the front foot down, reach your right arm forward. And then semicircle the right arm back and take your gaze back as you go. Look back toward your right hand. And as you breathe out, bring your right arm forward again and try and straighten out through the front leg. Any amount there, flex your left toes toward the ceiling. Twice more, reach the right arm back, send the gaze back. Semicircle right arm forward, straighten through your left leg. Right arm up and back, opening through your chest. Right arm forward, straighten through the front leg. Keep the right hand down on the floor now. Land the right foot down, left foot down. Take your hands on the inside of the left foot. And you're popping up onto your fingertips here. Left foot's in the left lane, right knee's down on the floor. Gently arch the spine, look up as if you're taking cat and cow in lizard. And as you breathe out, push into your feet, raise the hips, straighten both legs and bow in, round the spine there. And we'll alternate between the two. Drop and bend the knees, arcing the spine. Round the spine, lift the hips, straighten the legs, any amount. And one more round just like that. Knees bent, arch the spine. Round the spine, raise the hips, straighten the legs. Come back to your low lunge, back knee to the floor, reframe your front foot and lightly step forward to the top edge of your mat. Toes come together, Ardha Uttanasana, your halfway lift. Exhale and forward fold. Rise to stand on your in-breath. Rest your hands to your heart on your out-breath. Second side, arms circle up and overhead. Firm belly flat back, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, extend your spine, straight legs, look forward. Exhale, fingertips down, lunge your left foot back. Left knee to the floor, stay in your low lunge, take a deep breath in. Exhale, settle. And then walk your hands to the top of your right thigh. And get upright through your spine. Firm in the belly, take the left arm up to the side and overhead, over to your right. Take a side bend without turning your belly toward the floor. Keep your belly button pointing outwards, your chest open. And then come back to center, left hand down to the inside of your right foot now. Keep your right hand on top of your right thigh and raise the right heel. Lower the right heel, raise the back knee. Back knee down, right heel lifts and alternate. Stretch into the toes, creep back through your back heel. And then land, right heel down, back knee down. As you breathe in, send your left arm back behind you. And as you breathe out, bring your left hand forward and straighten out through your front leg. Twice more, inhale, left arm back, perhaps send the gaze back. Exhale, left hand forward, straighten through the right leg. Breathe in, move with your breath. Breathe out. Land your right foot down now, hands on the inside of your right foot. Hug your right knee to your upper right arm. And then pop up onto your fingertips. Both knees are bent here. As you breathe in, arch your spine, lift your chest, widen the collarbones. And as you breathe out, lift both knees, straighten through the legs, round the spine. So cat and cow in this lizard shape, arcing the spine, bending both knees. Exhale, rounding the spine, shoulder blades broaden in your upper back. And once more, rebend the knees, lift and open the chest. Exhale, round. And then drop your back knee, take your hands either side of your front foot, push into your hands, step quietly back, downward facing dog. 3 half flows, ripple forward, high push-up. Bend the knees to a hover, downward facing dog. Twice more in your own time. And we'll all meet up in downward facing dog. 5 to 8 deep breaths. If you'd like to take rest, take the knees to the floor, buttocks to your heels. Next couple of rounds of standing poses are intentionally sequenced to just move with your breath. No long holds. Just move in a way that feels good in your body. Take a deep breath in, gaze forward. End of your exhale, step lightly forward, top edge of the mat. Toes come together, Ardha Uttanasana, breathe in. Forward fold as you breathe out. Rise to stand on your in-breath, eyes up to the tip of the thumbs. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Reach the arms out and up, breathe in. Breathe out, swan dive forward or over the legs. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, right foot lunging back, high lunge. Reach your arms overhead, breathe in. Take your arms back, your torso forward, arrowhead as you breathe out. Inhale back to high lunge, stay steady in your feet. As you exhale, anchor your back heel, warrior 2. Take an extra breath to find your alignment. Point your left knee forward. Keep your right leg straight. And as you breathe in, push into both feet, raise the arms up, straighten the legs. And as you breathe out, back to warrior 2. We'll do that once more. Push into your feet, straighten the legs, reach up. Exhale, lunge a little deeper, warrior 2. Keep the legs where they are. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And as you exhale, windmill both hands to the floor, frame your front foot. Shorten your stance, set up for pyramid pose. Feet are about 3 foot apart. As you inhale, run your hands up your left leg so you can straighten and lengthen through your spine. As you breathe out, forward fold over the midline of your left leg. Fingertips can rest on your left leg, or if you have a little bit more flexibility, take your hands to the floor. Let it work for your body. Try and keep that feeling you feel extended through your spine. Chin can lightly draw in, so that includes the back of your neck. You're bowing in, legs are straight. Front of the thighs are engaged. Smooth breath. Breathe in, come up onto your fingertips, look forward. We're stepping forward, top edge of the mat, toes come together. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Rise to stand, breathe in. Rest your hands to your heart as you breathe out. Circle your arms overhead, breathe in. Dive forward, breathe out, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. As you breathe out, left foot lunges back, feet hip width apart there, arms reach up as you breathe in. Take your arms back, torso forward, breathe out for arrowhead. Inhale, back to high lunge. As you exhale, land your back heel, open out, warrior two. Take an extra breath here to arrange your feet so you feel steady. Front knee over your ankle, back leg super straight. And then pressing down through your feet, reach the arms up, straighten both legs. Exhale, warrior two, lunge a little deeper. Once more, arms up overhead, straighten both legs. Exhale, warrior two. Keep the legs where they are. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach up and back. And as you breathe out, windmill both hands to the floor to frame your front foot. Go ahead, shorten your stance and find your pyramid. Take a halfway lift. And as you exhale, forward fold over your front leg. So making sure that your right toes point forward. You might like to have a little bend, micro bend in your front knee. Do keep your back leg straight and feel for balance across your hips. And in most cases, you might need to lift the right thigh bone up, draw the left hip forward so you stay level across your sacrum, extending through your spine, and just gently bowing in, breathing deep. And then taking your hands to the floor, bend your front knees, step quietly back, downward facing dog. Take 3 half flows, ripple forward to a high push-up. Bend the knees to a hover, reverse to downward dog. Twice more in your own time. Let your body flow with your breath, lubricating your joints and your shoulders, your hips, knees, ankles. And we'll all meet up in downward facing dog. 5 to 8 deep breaths here if you'd like to. You can take your knees to the floor if you'd like a brief rest or intermission. And shore up your hands so your fingers are spread. You're taking the heat out of your wrists by plugging down through all the knuckles of your fingers, the perimeter of your hands. Let an energy flow up your arms as you push the floor away. And one more deep breath in, gaze forward, little bend in the knees. End of your exhale, step lightly forward to the top edge of your mat. Bring your toes together, take a halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Rise to stand as you breathe in. Hands to your heart as you breathe out. One more standing flow, one movement, one breath. Arms overhead, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Ardha Uttanasana, breathe in. Lunge your right leg back to high lunge, breathe out. Reach the arms, breathe in. As you breathe out, take your arms down, lower your back knee to a hover. As you breathe in, reach the arms up, straighten the back leg. Breathe out, bend the back knee to a hover, arms float down and back. Once more, inhale and exhale. High lunge, breathe in. Warrior two, as you breathe out, back heel lands, back leg straight. Arms up, straighten both legs. Exhale, back to warrior two. Once more, arms up, straighten both legs. Exhale, warrior two, lunge a little deeper. Keep the legs where they are. Inhale, reverse your warrior, reach up and back. And as you breathe out, windmill both hands to the floor. Frame your front foot and then walk a quarter turn to your right. Angle your heels out, your toes in. Take a wide stance. As you breathe in on your fingertips, come up halfway. Breathe out, forward fold between your legs. And we're just going to keep flowing, keep your hands down. Inhale, Ardha, coming up halfway. Exhale, fold between your wide legs, any amount there. Keep the legs engaged. Once more, inhale, lift and lengthen your spine. Firm belly, fold in. Stay here, 3 deep breaths. Together, in and out. Breathe in and breathe out. Last one here, breathe in, breathe out. Walk around to your front foot and step lightly forward, top edge of the mat, toes come together, halfway lift, breathe in, forward fold, breathe out. Rise to stand, breathe in, nice firm belly, reach tall, hands to the heart center, breathe out. Second side, arms overhead, and fold, breathe out. Inhale, gaze forward, flat back, straight legs. Exhale, left foot lunges back to a high lunge. Rise on your in-breath. Hands float down, back knee down to a hover on your out-breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower to a hover. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Reach the arms up now, breathe in. Anchor your back left heel, breathe out, warrior two. Point your right knee toward 12 o'clock. Inhale, take your arms up overhead, straighten both legs. And as you exhale, rebend the front knee to warrior two. We'll do that once more. Inhale, straight legs, reach tall. Exhale, warrior two. Keep the legs where they are. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And as you exhale, windmill both hands to the floor, frame your front foot, and then walk a quarter turn around to your left. Angle your heels out, toes in, take a deep breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold a little between the legs. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. Breathe in together. And fold. Find your edge, legs strong and engaged. Breathe deep. Make sure you feel relaxed in your shoulders, your neck, your head here. You feel strong in the legs, active in the feet. Take a deep breath in, gaze forward, halfway lift. Exhale, walk around to your front foot. And step quietly back, downward facing dog. Half flow, breathe in, forward to high push up. Soften the knees, roll back, downward facing dog. Once more, just like that, forward to high push up. Soften the knees, downward facing dog. Pause and breathe. And this time, ripple forward to a high push-up, and on your own count of 5, either with the knees down or up, slowly lower all the way down onto your belly. Could be a quick 5 or a slow 5. And when you land, take your arms alongside your body, take your forehead down toward the mat. So you're just lying prone. Keep your feet about hip width apart here, your palms face down. And as you feel yourself breathe in, raise the legs, lift and open your chest, raise the arms. You just come into a mild back bend. Think about lengthening your spine here, so your ribs are drawing forward, your abdominals are engaged, legs engaged, and you're stretching out. And then just land lightly, make a pillow with your hands, elbows bend, rest your forehead, bend the knees, and then just sway the legs side to side. Loosen out through your low back. And then come back to center, land your legs down, and take your hands by your ribs now and really separate your fingers there. Draw and point the elbows back, and just come into a low cobra, gently peeling up. See if you can just use your core strength to lift there. Very little pressure in the hands. Keep the tops of your feet down, your legs engaged. And then slowly peel down toward the mat, roll back to child's pose, bringing your buttocks to your heels, keeping your arms extended forward. And then invite your breath into the back of your body now. Breathe wide and deep into your low back, middle of the back, and your upper back. Lovely counter stretch, elongating your spine now through the reach of your arms. And we're going to finish with a very simple hip groin stretch, a twist and a forward fold. And if you have sensitive knees, it might be more accessible to go through this cycle on your back. So you can make your way there now. If you're following me, making your way on into downward facing dog, and we're coming into pigeon pose. So toes together here, right leg rising as you breathe in, right knee to the back of your right hand as you breathe out. And flex your right toes, extend long through the left leg, level out through your hips. And if you're on your back here, just simply take your right ankle to your left knee and interlace your fingers behind the back of your left knee or in front of your shin. And do keep your right toes flexed wherever you're at to help protect your knee. And if you're on facing the floor here, you can extend your arms out. You might like to make a stack with your fists so you can rest your head if you're a little bit more elevated. And just notice if you can turn your left hip down toward the mat just a little bit more to exaggerate that stretch through the outer right hip. Those of you on your back, you can rest your head back, stay relaxed in your upper body here, and try not to pull back. Just let that stretch happen comfortably just through its shape. And taking 3 more deep breaths in and out. For those of you who are facing the floor, just slide the hands back, step quietly back, downward facing dog. And moving over into the other side, raising the left leg up and back. Placing the left knee to the back of your left hand. So your left knee's on a diagonal there out to the left. Left toes flexed. And finding pigeon. If you're on your back, you're just switching sides. And just notice how you feel left to right side. Oftentimes we have asymmetries in our body, and it is helpful to be aware of them so we can adjust and accommodate in our body. And just settle into this stretch. Make sure you feel very comfortable, relaxed in your upper body. Really soften your shoulders, no effort required there. And those of you who are facing the floor, walk your hands back and step yourself quietly back to downward facing dog. And just let the back of your knees breathe. If you're on your back already, release and draw the knees in toward your chest. So we're all going to meet up here on our backs, knees gathered in toward our chest. Just making your way there now. And then we'll place your right foot to the floor, wrap the left leg over the top. So this twist can be a little stronger if you're more sensitive through the low back, and if you are and you know that, just uncross the legs and stack the knees. We're taking the knees over to our right side. And then any comfortable position with the arms. Sometimes it gives you just a little bit of a counterbalance to extend your arms out wide. Palms can be either face up or down. You can cactus the arms as an alternative, and sometimes that can help you feel a little bit more spacious across the top of your chest in your twist. So just play around with the shape that you've made in your body. Let it suit your body. And take 5 deep breaths. And then firming through your abdominal muscles. This helps to support your low back. Come all the way back up. Recross the legs or stack the knees to shift over to the other side. And as the knees move down toward the right, you might like to shift your hips back in the opposite direction to allow your spine to remain straight up and down. Find that comfortable position for your arms. So you feel very open to breathe into the ribs and your upper chest, because here we're compressing the belly, which helps when we release from our twist to flood that area of our body with fresh oxygenated blood. But it also makes a little bit more compressed to breathe. So try and breathe wide into the ribs, into the upper back, into the chest. And twists are also so helpful for spinal mobility, keeping you supple in the spine. And with a firm abdominal core, you're just coming all the way back up. And take both knees in toward your chest. Just reset, give yourself a few moments. And then slip your hands behind the back of your knees. And if it's comfortable for your spine, take 3 rock and rolls. So you're rolling through the entire length of your spine back and forward, perhaps balancing as you come up. And then when you arrive, extend both legs out straight. Keep your feet hip distance apart. And if you're tighter in the hamstrings, little bend in the knees there. So sitting on your sit bones, lift tall through your spine, sides of the waist, reach the arms up so you're extending. Draw your navel back toward your spine as you fold forward. And that's quite important. You're trying to engage your abdominal core so you're not pulling on your low back spine. And a bend in the knees can help you there just to make it more accessible. Try not to pull yourself and think about your posture in your upper body. If someone asked you to find good posture, see if you can replicate that shape in your upper body now. Collarbone smiling open. And you can just allow your chin to bow in, your eyes to close. And take 3 deep breaths. And when you feel ready, gently releasing and settling yourself either into seated meditation here or resting back in Shavasana. And if you're coming down onto your back, take any props that you may need to help you feel comfortable, supported. Lay your arms alongside your body, palms face up. Separate your feet a little wider than your hips and let your feet fall out to the sides. And shuffle out any restlessness from your body. And settle in, eyes closed. And just enjoy this very sweet, rewarding part of the practice where you get to soak in all the benefits of moving, breathing deep. And as you rest here, your body physically relaxes, your mind has a chance to settle and focus. And your nervous system can reset. So you feel at peace. And take as much time as you need here to restore and thank you so much for joining. Hopefully we didn't move too fast today. I hope you enjoyed. Namaste.